In this video, I'm going to show you some advanced techniques with the GroupBy node. Again, we have a simple workflow with some customer data. We will perform grouping on multiple columns. We will do pattern and type-based aggregation. And we will skip the aggregation and the grouping. Let's start with multiple features. Often, groups are not defined by a single feature, but by a combination of multiple features. You can achieve such a grouping by adding multiple grouping columns. GroupBy then returns one row per value combination. If you want to aggregate on many columns, you might want to generalize the column selection process for aggregation. In this case, you can select the pattern-based aggregation. The pattern-based aggregation allows to aggregate on all columns whose names match a pattern. Patterns can be defined through regular expressions or through the usage of the wildcard star. You can then proceed at selecting the aggregation method, which will be applied to all the selected columns. Another way to select multiple aggregation columns at once is to use the type-based selection tab. Instead of selecting aggregation columns per column name, you select them based on a type. The selected aggregation method is then applied to all columns of the selected type. Remember, the GroupBy node produces one row per each group with a column containing the aggregation result. If you don't specify any aggregation in any of the aggregation tabs, only the grouping will be performed and you will get a table with all possible groups of the selected grouping columns. Similarly, in the GroupBy node you can skip the grouping part and just assign an aggregation method to an aggregation column. In this case, the aggregation result will refer to only one group, the whole input table. The selected aggregations will be calculated on all input data rows. This is the end of this video on the GroupBy node. To conclude, please keep in mind that the GroupBy node is one of the most powerful nodes inside the KNIME Analytics Platform. The GroupBy node probably offers the solution to 99% of your aggregation problems.